Hello guys, this is interview prep. Hello at this side. Today we are going to discuss the problem letter combination of a phone number. So this problem can be solved using backtracking. I have created a playlist for the backtracking problem. So this is the first problem I am going to solve in that playlist. There are 15 problems. I have created a list like there are 15 problems that I will solve under the backtracking tag. So this is the first problem letter combination of a phone number that I am going to solve it today. And next I will solve these 15 problems and I will upload it into the backtracking playlist. So let's start with the first problem. So let's jump into the problem. So the problem says that given a string containing digits from 2 to 9. Okay, so we are given an input and that input contains only digits from 2 to 9, and we have to return all possible letter combinations that the number could represent. Okay, return the answer in any order. Okay, a mapping of digit to letter just like on the telephone button is given below. Okay, so like it is given like if there is a 2, then 2 can be replaced by either a, either b, either c. If given digit is 3, then it can be replaced by d, e, f. And in similar way, like if given digit is 9, that can be replaced by w, x, y, z. So we are provided with a string that contains digits from 0 to 2 to 9, and we have to output the number of possible, like all the possible strings that can be made if this digit is replaced by corresponding character. Means like when we press one time, then what are the possible outputs that can be there? So if we press 2, then there can be a, there can be b, there can be c. So 2 can be replaced by a, 2 can be replaced by b, 2 can be replaced by c as well. So and similar way, like 3 can be replaced by d, e, and f. So there are total like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are going to be 3 in this and 3 into this, 3 into this. So 3 into 3, 9. 9 combinations are going to be there. So I have to output the number of combinations that are there that can be made with the digits that we are provided actually. So how we can solve this problem actually? So we will use backtracking here. And how to use backtracking here actually? So what we will do, like first we will check the character at the our input. So let's take it, it is 2. Okay, so we'll take what the corresponding text that 2 represents. So the 2 represents a, b, c. Okay, so this 2 can be replaced by either a, either b, either c. So first we'll replace 2 by a. Okay, and then pass the remaining string recursively. Okay, so let's say we have replaced 2 with a and we move to the next character. Okay, and then there I can replace 3 with d. Okay, so the string is going to be like a, d. And after that, when we reaches the end of our string, then we simply add the current result that we have obtained by replacing the digits with the character and insert it into the our answer. Okay, after that, when this the when we reaches the end of the string, then we simply return. And when our recursive call terminates, then we again return to this 3, and then for this 3 we will now replace with e. So our string is going to be a, e, and in this way we can propagate the call to the next recursive call, but the string end is reached, so we'll return the recursive call. And in similar way we can replace 3 with f, so it is going to be af. And now here we have explored all the possibilities for 3 given we have taken at 0th index a. Now we have completely explored these 3 characters. So again we will replace 2 with b, and then again go to 3. Then again we will consider these three options D, E, F, and when these three are taken into considerations, the our output strings will be B, D, B, E, and B, F. B, D, B, E, and B, F. And in similar way, we replace 2 with C, and then again consider all these three options. So C, D, C, E, and C, F. So in this way, we can get all the combinations that we can get from the input. So let's jump into the code. So first we have to make like this digit to character mapping. What digit is mapping to, like what string they are representing. So let's create a map for that. So map character to string mapping new as map, and let's create a function in it for initializing this map. So I have added mapping here. Now let's start our recursion. So before starting our recursion, we should check for the base case and like all the corner cases as well. So if let's create first a result array string result equal to new. So if digits equal to null or digits dot length equal to 0, then we simply return this empty list, empty result. Otherwise we'll calculate its size, digits dot length. Okay, and one string builder. And now let's create a function recur. That yeah, let's name it backtrack. Backtrack, and we are going to pass this function digits current index, that is 0, and string builder and our result array. Okay, result array. Okay, and at the end we will return the result array. So now we have to implement it here. Void, let's make it small. Let's keep it Java way. Backtrack, backtrack has string digits and current IDX, string builder sp, and list string result. So we'll check first if current IDX equal to digits dot length, then we know that we reach the end of the string. So whatever is in our string builder, we simply append it to the list, result list, and then return. So we'll add result dot add sb dot to string and simply return from here. Otherwise, what we will do, we'll take the corresponding character mapping from the mapping hash map, and let's call it text. So we'll get hm mapping dot get digits dot char@, current idx. Okay, and we'll try to replace the current character with all the characters in this text. Like 2 can be replaced with a, b, c. So for 2 we got a, b, c, and we'll try to replace 2 with a, b and c. So for int equal to 0, I less than text dot length I plus plus, we'll simply add p dot append text dot char@ I in our answer, and then call the backtrack function. Digits current idx plus 1 for the next character, and sp and result. And when this function terminates, we should remove this character, and we'll try to insert some other character from the mapping at this place. So we'll have to remove that character as well. Delete char@ length minus 1. So we'll backtrack it here. So this is the backtracking step. We are removing the character that we have added here, and in that place we will add next character of the text. So in this way we are exploring all the mapping characters for corresponding digits. So let's say for 3 actually. So for 3, first we have added d, and then we again call for the next backtrack call, and then I have removed d from it, and then again we'll add e in place of d, and then again we'll backtrack in the next call. So in similar fashion we can apply this backtracking. Now let's our function is complete, so let's run it. So it is giving me null pointer exception. So null pointer exception is coming. Let's check why this null pointer is coming. So this is coming at 27. Okay, so text dot length is null. Okay, I forgot to initialize it. Yeah, let's call the init function here. Okay, let's try it. So yeah, it is running fine. Let's try on the another input. Let's try on 256. Let's say 3. Expected digits to have 0 size. Okay, size constraint is also there. Okay, digits dot length. Yeah, it is given. So it cannot be more than 4. So yeah, it is working fine. So let's submit it. So yeah, it is accepted. So hope you have enjoyed this video and the concept, backtracking concept. So there are 14 more problems related to backtracking that I am going to discuss in my upcoming videos. So please like, subscribe my channel for upcoming videos and uploads. Thank you for watching.